deceased, the sons, the children want to bury them at the center of the city. So, as they say in Grand Bazaar, just for you, my friend, I have a special deal, said Council House. And that was, if you are to build something on the top of this body, the grave, the actual grave, that will serve the city, we will give you permission to do that. So they decided to build up a library without knowing that they were going to end up as being the third biggest library of the ancient world. So Alexandria is the biggest antique library, then Pergamum, then third is Ephesus, the Celsus library. Because of the lack of space that they wanted to build something impressive to honor the memory of the father, for the first time ever, I would call it. They see that styling, the ground floor's columns are slightly wider, the dimension wise, the column like higher than, and it has that perspective style that the architect starts to use, particularly in Gothic and Spanish Gothic the non-stop construction. It will come to me. Yeah. Ah, so as a result, it has that depth, which looks much more bigger than it. And now for a historical fact is, when Cleopatra came over here, according to those so-called stories, Cleopatra has been to everyone. But well, that is true that she has been.
This one is true.
This one is true. And she was very much impressed with the books. And as you may be familiar with this fact, Cleopatra was not only obsessed with men, but as well the books. So she asked kindly, in a way, can I get books for Alexandria? And they said kindly, no woman. When they have rejected this wish, Egypt stopped sending off papyrus paper. Egypt was the only source of papyrus. So they had to come up with something that would replace papyrus. And the city neighbor, which is Pergamum, which is one of those, which they needed to as well find a solution to do that. They started to use what we refer today with a different name, but that name time it was called pergamit. Today it's parchment paper.
Parchment.
Yeah. So, as a result, the third thing is an amazing isolation system. There are two parallel walls. So, with the air circulation in between these walls, against humidity keeps the place cool. So, that is to protect the bugs, to be honest. And you may ask what they were using. In all the techniques in East or West, they were using rose water. The smell of that is keeping away any form of insects away from the books. Now, although I know that we are a little tired, but we had a rough break, I would recommend for us to go down all together to have a beautiful group picture.